visiting storybook season. Out, Dustin Hopkins. The kick actually went through.
And you can see Jeff Fisher right there. I came out and called the time.
For one, indeed, he called that time.
A real good place to be right now. We can take it over. Let's shift.
So now all eyes back on the fourth-year man Hopkins. He did miss one earlier from 42.
Miss it.
From 39. Oh, Quinn over the top, and he blocks it. And the Rams fall on the football.
Dang, man. Come on. This way. Let's go, Tree. That's big time, man.
So now everything changes. The Rams are back in business. And here comes the rookie quarterback, Jared Goff.
All right, guys, this is our time. Let's finish this thing right here. Let's finish it. One play at a time. Run it down their throat. O-line, let's go. Right here. Let's go, man. Just give me the ball.
3 minutes to play. The Rams come up on, without question, their biggest drive of the year. On first down, this is Gurley running right. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And that's an excellent stop by the Washington defense right there. They know that after the momentum that Los Angeles built up, they've got to shut them down here in order to close out the game, and stopping Gurley is job one.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Throwing on third. Gone. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now the Rams at 11-5 this year. Some would say surprise winners of the NFC West. Now they need a touchdown to stay alive. On first down, gone. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. And Goff's got to be careful here. If he throws a pick, it'll be his last throw of the season.
And that would undo plenty of great work throughout the season. He definitely has to be careful, as you noted.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. 2 minutes to go here in an NFC wildcard game that is shaping up to be a classic. Back to Southern California after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Got a man open, it's Brian Quick. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Jared Goff, Charles, already the favorite for Rookie of the Year. He's got his guys on the move.
He won the job in OTAs and minicamp not long after he got drafted. How about his presence and his poise in this situation, completing a pass as they try and win a playoff game?
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, it's Gurley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive lineman. Great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Well, just play on this long drive for the offense. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Back to throw. He finds Quick. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. Time running short here as the Rams take their 2nd time out of the half. Goff and company heading to the sideline to talk things over. Just a moment ago, the Redskins were a 39-yarder away from a 10-point lead, and now they're in a fight for their playoff lives. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he is in. Touchdown Rams. Gurley able to take it in, and now L.A. a point away from tying this wild card game.
Yes, 2-point. 2-point. I love it. Let's go. Let's go win this thing right now. All right, boys. Moving on or going home. Season comes down to 2 yards. I'm not ready to go home. I don't know about y'all. Let's do this right now. It doesn't matter if we run or pass. Who wants it?
You already know I want it. Let's go, O-line. You lead the way, I'll follow.
We're going to go deuce left, wide trade, 28 toss, X crack, all one.
They will indeed go for 2. It's the play of the season right here. The Rams hoping to set up a date with a 14-2 Cowboys. And they don't convert. The 2-point conversion, no good. The Redskins hold. And Fisher's decision to go for 2 does not pay off.
You see what we made of. Haters gonna hate, but y'all gotta come see us. Hey, Ty, man, pick your head up, man. You'll be back. You all right. You a good young back. You'll be playing this league for quite some time, man. So don't worry about today. It's all right.
Los Angeles got their team. They made the playoffs, but their Hollywood story falls one act short. This is Madden NFL 17. Welcome to Madden NFL 17. Before we hit the gridiron, let's take a look at a few options. First up, very simple. Select your favorite team. If you're new to Madden, we recommend starting on either rookie or pro difficulty just to get your feet wet. Brandon Gaudin here to tell you about what's new in gameplay for Madden NFL 17. This year, the team focused heavily on 3 specific areas: the ground game, zone defense, and special teams. We have overhauled ball carrier locomotion, momentum, and balance. The special move system has been completely rewritten around a new defender fake-out system. We've added new feedback systems and an auto-move setting on rookie and pro difficulty levels to help users master the new systems. Finally, we have tackle battles, which will trigger a prompt that gives users more control to influence the outcomes of certain tackles. Defensive gap play is new to Madden 17, and it fundamentally changes the run game. Defenders now have true gap assignments, which result in moving blocks and cutback lanes. Finally, there's a new defensive auto flip feature, which ensures your defense is always aligned to the strength of the offense. We've expanded our zone coverages big time, going from 4 types to 13 unique zones. just like that, you're set. It's time to play, and we hope you enjoy it. Madden NFL 17.
Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. It took a Rodgers-to-Rodgers Hail Mary to win last year. What's in store here as the Packers and Lions get underway? On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, Abdullah. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Alone to the right is Jones. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. Room here to run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Ebron caught left side. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think I recognize the error there. Zone defense, and you got everything in front of you. But when the quarterback breaks out of the pocket, sometimes that discipline breaks down, and guys get out of their spots. The quarterback's able to find his open receiver there for a first down.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Dayton Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Can't find anyone open. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Tahir Whitehead in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So on 4th down, the Packers turn to their punter, Tim Mastay, to kick it away. Back deep is the former Seahawk, Golden Tate. Now it's Tate. A good return there, 17 yards. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford finding time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
Don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Here's Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And touchdown. Devontae Adams, 82 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Packers defense here, they're heading back out onto the field. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. Second and 10, Stafford again. A dump off for Abdullah. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. Stafford gives to Abdullah. They find some open field here. And he'll be
taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
So after that stop, you know that third down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try to throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Stafford. So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want. And this one winds up no good.
Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. He'll come out throwing here on first down. It gets it over the down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Unable to connect there on the pass play. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Again, we'll see the pistol here. After the interception, here's Stafford. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass. So 2nd and 10 here. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He goes underneath to Abdullah. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Julius Peppers in there to drop it for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. On the return, it's high. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Jordy Nelson now trotting back out there on offense. 2nd quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part. But they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers would tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, Rodgers. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Another pistol look here. They start the drive with Abdullah. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So we reach intermission here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Rodgers. So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They go play action here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Play faked Abdullah. It's Stafford. Unable to connect there on the pass play. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Alone to the right is Jones. From the gun on third down, Stafford. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On second down, Lacey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's what love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught by Cobb. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And the offense lining up first and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Devin Taylor in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That is caught and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll come out in the pistol. Back to the ground, it's Lacey. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, able to shed some tacklers, but it's all for naught.
Yeah, that doesn't even seem fair, does it? Because this guy was breaking tackles, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what he did. A really good effort by him, but give credit to the defense of giving up no gain.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10. Rodgers to throw on second down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. And Crosby puts it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Alone to the right is Jones. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Ebron caught left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 14 there.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Stafford on first down. He's got time. Still back there. He's going to air one out. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. That is caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
That looked like a common mistake made by the defense. Sometimes there's confusion, right? They're in zone, so you got to make sure your zones are taken care of. But once the quarterback got out of the pocket, they forgot about their zone discipline and staying in the right parts of the field. That allowed for a big play to happen.
On first down, Stafford here. So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Jake Ryan coming hard on on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Three yards to go here on 2nd down. Again, it's Lacy. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Play clock winding down, and the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
Delayed game, offense. Still first down.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Following the penalty now, Lacy. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 10th carry here for Lacy. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
319! 319!
Back to throw, Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So on fourth down, the call's out for Tim Mastay to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. Now here we go, partner. It's his time to shine.
And I've yet to meet a quarterback who had any type of greatness, any type of longevity in the league that didn't secretly love this type of an opportunity. To be the focal point, have a chance to take a team all the way downfield and win the game, that's when they get their stripes.
Yeah, that's when they get their stripes, and he has to take them the length here. He's back to throw. And an alley to run. Ebron with it over the middle. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Back to throw. Unable to connect there on the pass play.
I can hear the sigh of relief all the way up here. A dangerous throw, backed up in their own territory, throwing an out route, and it got jumped, and they were fortunate it was only batted down and not intercepted.
Seven yards remaining here on third down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Rodgers looking to throw. And oh, he dropped it. Should have had it, 2nd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Second down now after the incompletion. To throw is Rodgers. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. One back is Lacey. Here's Rodgers to throw. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Back to throw, Rodgers. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rodgers to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. He's at the 50, the 40, 30. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big gainer there on the trick play. 79 yards. What a hard-fought, low-score.